Well, good evening, Barons fans, and welcome to the other rink here at Taylor Sports Complex in Taylor, Michigan. And we have yet another fun location to try to film from. This one is very difficult to see the other end of the ice, so apologies for that. This is what we're dealt with here. Anaheim wearing the orange today, and the Barons wearing the white sweaters. So that's where we're going to be today. Barons on the far bench. As you can see behind the benches, there are flags in the way for filming, so couldn't go on the benches. Still not allowed up top where they have space to actually film. Tomorrow we won't be at this rink, so we'll have different options. We'll see what those look like. But tonight, it's the Barons versus the Anaheim Jr. Ducks. And we're going to start this one off with Hufstedler, Kambali, and shooting. And Romstad has the puck, and he sends it over to, I believe that was Stockel. Indeed it was. Trying to send it up the boards, they get it to Hufstedler. Hufstedler in the offensive zone, quick shot, and a save and a hold. So, early shot here for the Barons, as the Barons were able to feed it up the right wing to Hufstedler. And he gets a shot on goal. Check out that goalie's glove hand. Hufstedler will take the right wing face off now. And it's over to the side, rimmed around, Kambali trying to get to it. Tied up there, Hufstedler to help, trying to get the stick lift, and it's going to be Anaheim taking it out of the zone. Into the Barons zone. Rimmed around, back, flipping it to the opposite side. Behind the goal line in the Barons zone. Kambali comes away with it. At the hash marks and he'll skate it out. Up to, trying to get up to Hufstedler as he's trying to get a change. Got a piece of it, and now it'll be Anaheim going to exit their zone as Lundy and Elliott, Basil, and I believe Lundy as well. Yeah, his brother Lundy also on the ice. Stockel still out there. Stockel with the puck. Across the blue line into the offensive zone. One advantage we have is some up-close video work occasionally, right? It's Anaheim the other way. They've got a break at it here. Terry, though, pressuring and not allowing the shot on goal. Good work there. Pushes it behind the goal line, ends up taking the puck. Allows a teammate to, and now with the Barons into the offensive zone. Trying to get a shot. It's going to go Anaheim's way here, and they'll try to find their way out of the zone, and they will. Into the neutral zone they go. Terry pressuring. Anaheim back to the point, and they can't get a hold of it. It's a rolling puck. It'll be pressured by the Barons. Nicely done there. Barons pick it up. Bradshaw with the puck. He's got company. He's got Morgan with him. And a lot of orange sweaters around him, and the orange sweaters win this one. Wood on the ice as well with Board and Bradshaw, Morgan. And we'll have a defensive zone face-off here coming up. Oleski as well. So face-off to Tyler Nordon's right. Barons trying to get out of the zone. They do. In the neutral zone, picked up by the Barons. Sent into the Anaheim zone. And behind the goal it goes. Anaheim through the neutral zone. Anaheim trying to gain access to the Barons zone. It'll be Nordon settling it behind the goal for the Barons. Back to the neutral zone where Anaheim now have to regroup. Trying to throw it off the glass, but instead off the netting. So it'll be, I think, a center ice face-off here coming up with 13:50 to go here in the first, still no score. Semig pressuring. Romstad as well. Keith, Grimm, and our 16 Carl up here on the ice as well, number 12, Broski. And it's going to be Anaheim. Excuse me, Broski. I might be pronouncing that wrong, most certainly am. Broski is going to be out there as well, and now it's going to be taken across the line by the Barons, but they say offsides to the stripes, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. So we still are without Loomis, who's got the upper body injury. He'll be out for a couple more weeks here at least. And number 12 now is our 16U call-up. So it's Anaheim regrouping behind their goal line with some pressure. Keith and Semig there, and Anaheim out of the zone. Shot here, saved by Tyler Nordon and picked up by Romstad, who will throw it back behind the goal line to regroup. Romstad again with the puck. Takes it all the way into the offensive zone. Around the rim, and now Anaheim will let it go further. Hofstadter will pick it up in the neutral zone and send it back to Stockel. Stockel has a little company there, and he's got a little help as well. Anaheim has it back. Schutte pressuring. And it's stolen here. Shot and a save. And Elliott sends it back deeper into the zone. Hofstadter in the corner. In front and picked off by Anaheim. Schutte pressuring. Kambali as well. Kambali steals it. Kambali knocked off his stick. Kambali and Schutte trying to get back to it. Now Hofstadter in the corner, can't get to it before it's cleared by Anaheim all the way down. Tipped though, and no icing. Elliott will have it behind his own goal. He'll feed it up the boards, and it will be picked up by Anaheim in their own zone. Elliott will grab it up in his own zone off the corner. 11:25 to go in this first period, still no score. Tipped into the offensive zone, and Anaheim trying to regroup as the Barons are working on a change. Tyler Nordon will settle it behind his own goal. Anaheim trying to chase this down. Lundy trying to get there, and pressures, and now the Barons will dump it back in as they tag up. Basil pushes this forward for Lundy. Anaheim behind their own goal once again, trying to find their way out. And Wood will grab it in the neutral zone. Feeds it just back into the offensive zone, and that's where Anaheim will send it back out. Wood grabs it in the neutral zone once more. Lundy across the blue line. Trying to get between a couple players, no luck there. Anaheim back out. 10:20 to go in this first period, still no score. It's the Barons trying to make a rush through across the blue line. Wood knocked off his stick as he tried to get toward goal. Picked up at the blue line and sent back into the corner. Anaheim will pick it up, and they'll send it out of the zone. Gloved down by Wood in the neutral zone. And chipped in now by the Barons, trying to get toward goal. They've got a lot of company in front. And back into the Barons zone it goes. icing the call here, and we'll have a face-off in the Barons' end of the ice. Just under 9.5 to go in the first, still no score. So Barons face off to Tyler Nordon's right side. Morgan took the face off, and now it's Romstad with the puck behind the goal line. He'll feed it up the boards. Board trying to get to it. Anaheim with the puck behind the goal line, back out to the point. Shot here, pushed into the corner. Under 9 to go. Anaheim regrouping at their own blue line. Through the neutral zone is intercepted by the Barons. It's Bradshaw throwing it in front. Trying to get a hold of it was Morgan, and he does, but the net is off. And they blow it dead. Fortunate for Anaheim on that one. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the Barons. And a little activity as Morgan heads to the bench in front of the Anaheim bench. And actually, looks like Morgan's going to the box for whatever occurred over there. So, Barons down a man with 8:46 to go. So that's not how they needed to start the penalties of this game, but that's where it will be. 8:46 to go, and the Barons are in the box first. During a whistle here, but this is a better way to go here as we have an offensive zone attempts, and the puck just missed the camera. That one went over the netting and bounced around in our corner here. So goalie Mom Slattery will send that back. Shot here, glove save, and it's going to go just wide of the goal. Basil picks it up, and now Anaheim has it. Basil losing a glove on the way, and they'll pick it up on the way. Anaheim out of the zone. In the neutral zone, they have to regroup in their own zone now. Into the Barons zone they go. In front, shot, save, and I believe the net might be off again on the other end this time. And that is indeed the case, so they blow this one dead as well. Next on the ice we board Bradshaw, Wood, and Stockel with 1:13 to go on the power play for Anaheim. Anaheim has the right wing circle face-off to Tyler Nordon's left side. Now it's Anaheim moving the puck. Board's going to pick it up on a deflection. He'll send it out of the zone. Picked up now, left backhand shot by Bradshaw. This camera is a little difficult for me right now. Sorry about that. Trying to loosen things up. And now Anaheim regrouping at their own blue line. Into the Barons zone, and this one's going to be sent all the way down. No icing here as we're on the kill are the Barons. Anaheim behind their own goal. Regrouping, finding their way out of the zone, pressured by Huffstedler and now Krimbali. 26 seconds left on the penalty, and a shot and a save for Tyler Nordon. Wood and Stockel out there as well. And now Schute's going to jump on the ice for Huffstedler. So it'll be Schute, Krimbali, Stockel, and Wood. For 24 seconds left on the Anaheim power play. 7:10 left in the first period. Still no score. And this one's all the way out of the zone. And pressured by the Barons. It'll go past the goal. Tyler Nordano settle it a little bit. Anaheim picks it up in the corner. A little bit of a battle. 7 seconds left on the power play for Anaheim. And the Anaheim goalie lets them know. Anaheim trying to regroup in the neutral zone. Behind the goal, Tyler Nordon settling it. And the puck made its way back to the goal, near the goal for Anaheim. Hufstedler now on the ice. Trying to get around a player, does, across the blue line, nice work there. Karbali in front looking for Schutte. Just couldn't connect, he had someone draped on him. Good look there, good work by all three of them. And Anaheim back the other way. Penalty has expired, 6:18 to go in this period. And now we have a penalty coming up here. Let's see who it's on. It's a hold, and I think it's going to be on the Barons, but it is on Pusateri. Nico's going to the box. Didn't see the hold, but with 6:15 to go, Barons back in the box. Anaheim in the offensive zone. Oh, nice clear here by the Barons. And they blow it dead. Let's see why. I don't know if that was errant for icing. Nope. Anaheim's going to the box. So it's going to be 4-on-4 here with 1:39 left on the Barons penalty. And 5:53 left in the period. Anaheim's in the box. Number 88 in the box for Anaheim. So it is now 4-on-4 hockey. Offensive zone face-off for the Barons. In the corner. Basil sent it back to the Romstad, back to Basil. Now Basil maneuvering through. Now it's Lundy with the puck. He feeds it back for Oleski. Shot by Romstad, save in, now a hole. He's able to cover it up. So good work there by the Barons. Little 4-on-4 play here. And they'll have another face-off. Left wing circle for the face-off. Anaheim comes away with it. And they'll send this one to the neutral zone. Romstad. Anaheim steals it back. Romstad had it for a moment. Anaheim back in the Barons zone. Lundy will pick it up. He'll chip it back. And kept in for the moment by the Barons, but now Anaheim will have some room to get it out of the zone. 35 seconds left on the Barons penalty. Still 4-on-4 hockey here. And it's Basil trying to chase this one down. Barons switch directions behind their own goal. Out of the zone now. Up to Lundy, Colin Lundy. In the offensive zone. Knocked off his stick. Bradshaw trying to get a hold of it, no luck there. Stockel and Elliott will chase it back to their own zone. 5 seconds left on the Barons penalty, and then it'll be 5-on-4 in favor of the Barons. And that penalty has expired. Barons across the blue line. Behind the goal line now. Getting it up front. Shot, save. And it's around Hufstedler, who's trying to feed it in for Bradshaw. And Anaheim's able to clear it. And now it's back to 5-on-5 hockey. And we got a flying duck in the Barons zone. And play is whistled dead as the net has come off yet again. 3:43 to go in this first period. No score. Looks like Jake Hufstedler will take the face-off. Shaking out the right hand. And he gets kicked out of the circle for some reason. So Krimbali will take the face-off. Hufstedler racing up to try to get a hold of the puck. He does. He feeds it up for Schutte. Schutte now gets a shot on goal. And it's held by the goaltender. It is not that easy to zoom in and out on YouTube Live, at least not for me. So apologies for the delays on those. He keeps trying to pull up the chat for me. This is a shot toward goal, gets tipped up into the netting. We'll have a face off in the right wing circle once again. Anaheim sends it around. Romstad stepping up and he steals the puck. In the corner, still pressuring, Hufstedler in to help. Romstad, it's actually fished around by Anaheim and out of the zone it goes. Shot on goal for Tyler Nordans to make a pad save. Barons pick it up and they'll send it out of the zone. Krimbali trying to get a hold of it in the neutral zone. And now it's going to be Barons sending it into the Anaheim zone. Somebody got a piece of it. It was Hufstedler, and now Schutte trying to keep it at the line. No luck. Anaheim will take it back the other way. Nordon steers this into the corner. Krimbali throws a shoulder into the corner of an Anaheim player. Hufstedler and Krimbali, it looks like, no, somebody else. Schutte sent this one long, and the goalie settles it and sends it into the neutral zone. As the Barons are on a change. Anaheim back toward the Barons zone. Barons pick it up. Oh, the newcomer gets a shot. Number 12, Braxi, able to get a piece of it. And the goalie able to make the save for Anaheim. Into the corner it goes. Anaheim trying to throw it back to a teammate, but it's deflected out of the zone. Wood pushes it into the Anaheim zone further. And now in the neutral zone to the Barons zone, where there'll be a regroup. Wood will send it back into the Anaheim zone, into the corner. And now we have a player down. It's an Anaheim Duck. Stockel trying to help him up a little bit there. Got a player down here. I don't want to see that. And he's holding up his right arm awkwardly. Not sure if he hit his shoulder or what, but he's going to be able to skate off with a little assistance, and he goes to the bench. So Anaheim player out of play for the moment at least. 1:33 to go in this first period, still no score. And it will be a face-off in the Anaheim zone. Left wing circle for the Barons. Stockel, Bradshaw, Pusateri, Morgan, and Board on the ice. Oh, they're gonna escort him off the ice, so that's not a great sign. He's still hunched over, so something may be going on with an upper body injury here. So he's not in great shape. There's a medic on site here, so I'm sure they'll get a look here. So hopefully he'll be okay, but he's gonna seek some attention here. So play resumes on the ice here for the Barons. They'll dump it into the corner. Morgan and Bradshaw trying to collect the puck. Stepping up is Pusateri, getting involved as well in the corner. Bradshaw down, but gets right back up here. And now it's Anaheim coming away with it. And out of the zone they go. In the neutral zone. And now into the Barons zone, offside the call. 1:08 to go in this first period, still no score. We'll have a neutral zone face-off coming up. Anaheim kicks it forward and crosses the line, but it's knocked back out. Nicely done by the Barons. It was Board that was able to knock that one out of the zone. Under a minute to play in this first period. Still no score. Stocka will grab the puck and regroup. And able to get it out of the zone here are the Barons. Anaheim trying to re-enter, and they do. Shot, pad save. Knocked to the side by Morgan, and now picked up by Board. He'll send it rink wide. The Barons take the Anaheim zone. Pusateri behind the goal line. In the corner, Anaheim has the numbers, and they'll knock it out. And Pusateri won't let him go quietly. Pusateri with the puck is knocked down by Bradshaw on the way. Nicely done there. Good effort by the Barons here. And the Barons regroup and try to re-enter. They do. Tipped into the corner by Morgan. Now Bradshaw trying to get a hold of it. He tries to send it back. Or maybe that, yeah, it was it's a rush this way for Anaheim. And nicely done, not drawing a penalty here. As time expires, the Barons able to not allow a clean shot and able to clear it as time expires in the first. Still 0-0 after one period of play. Three penalties in the first period. The first two by the Barons, and then the third one by Anaheim. So a quick break here as coaches will have a chat with their team, and we'll get right back at it. There will be an ice cut at approximately the midway point, sometime after the 9-minute mark. First stoppage there. They'll bring the Zamboni out, and we've got to refresh the ice at that point. Shoot from this weekend. We've already got 3 just in these 2 games. I'm not saying that's a good thing. We had the aim right delegated to the corner here. Bouncing around a little bit, it's Anaheim. Bouncing around a little bit, it's Anaheim that takes it out. Stolen back by Romstad. And the Barons will re-enter the zone. Along the boards, it's going to be kept in at the line. Nicely done by Elliott. Elliott trying to throw it toward goal. Lundy in the corner, trying to get a hold of it. He's got company. Romstad toward goal. Pad save. Elliott at the line, throws it toward goal. It's tipped up high and into the glass, and it'll be Anaheim picking this one off, and they'll find their way out of the zone. Through the neutral zone and chipping this one in to the Barons zone. Romstad will pick it up as Anaheim's on the change, and the Barons have changed a bit too. This one is a touch by the goalie, so no icing here. Krimbali on the ice. Romstad's still there. Grimm, Huffstedler, and Schutte trying to feed in front for Anaheim, but no luck. Romstad and Huffstedler on the far side. Romstad trying to avoid a referee. And Krimbali trying to steal this one. He's got Huffstedler with him. Huffstedler is able to take it out of the zone and get it over to Schutte. Schutte across the line in the offensive zone. Grimm throws it toward goal, and it's held by the goalie. 15:24 to go in this second period. Still no score. It'll be a left wing face-off for the Barons. Tyler Nordon staying loose down here on his end. And here we go. Face off in the offensive zone. It's one to the side, and it looks like it's Anaheim's puck. Huffstedler gets a piece of this one to keep it in. Now it's going to cross the line, and they didn't tag up in time, so it'll be a face off in the neutral zone. Just popped over the line and taken right back in too soon, so everybody was hovering around the line, but somebody's still inside. So we'll have a face-off in front of the Barons bench. Huffstedler wins it to the side. Stockel will send it into the offensive zone. Huffstedler and Krimbali chasing it in, trying to get a hold of it. And now it's picked up in the neutral zone. Anaheim's going to bring it into the Barons zone. Anaheim keeps it in, tipped, goes behind the goal. And Grimm is pressuring. Stockel there as well. And Krimbali gets a piece, and now it's off the glass on a shot that's high and wide. Shooty up to Krimbali, who settles it. And it's back in the neutral zone, so they'll have to tag up. And still offside, I believe they're saying. And it's Anaheim taking out of the zone. Anaheim into the Barons zone. Intercepted now by Semig, as the Barons have worked on a change. Semig, Keith, and Praxi on the ice. Oleski and Wood. In front, couldn't get the shot off. Too many orange sticks there. Whistle dead, and we'll have a face-off on the left wing circle for Semig to take. Just under 14 to go here in the second period, still no score. Behind the goal line, Barons still have it for now. Nice pass. Oh, looking in front, Keith gets a shot off, and it's going to go into the corner as it was saved wide. Anaheim out of the zone. Into the Barons zone. Shot deflected wide before it gets to the goal. Anaheim got a piece of it themselves off a skater. Tied up in the just outside the goal line on the boards, and now chipped out of the zone. Nicely done there, and now Anaheim trying to bring it back in. Oleski intercepts in the neutral zone. Boyd's going to pick it up and take it into the offensive zone. Elliott in the neutral zone, bouncing puck back into the offensive zone, but Anaheim will pick it up. Anaheim in the Barons zone, shot and a save and a hold for Tyler Nordon. So it's going to be deflected wide on the shot attempt. And now it's deflected on the pass attempt by Anaheim, and now Bradshaw, Ford, and Elliott all trying to get a hold of it. Anaheim has it for now. Back to the point for Anaheim. Shot attempt, tipped, save, and another save. Great job by Tyler. Getting his pad out there, left pad out there twice. Got the toe on it at the last attempt there to keep that one wide. And now the Barons able to corral this one and send it off the boards and out of the zone. Sent back in, Elliott will corral and send it in the neutral zone. Bradshaw picks it up across the blue line, gives it to Board. Sent back around, and the goalie's going to cover that one up and hold on. It's hard to be cameraman on an iPhone. 11:38 to go in the second period. Still no score. In front, backside attempt by Colin Lundy. Couldn't get a hold of it. It looked like it might have been a rolling puck or a bouncing puck, maybe a little bit of both. And it wouldn't settle for him, so he couldn't get the shot off. Good look there for the Barons. So we'll have a face-off on the left wing circle as the net came off. 11 and a half to go here in this second period. Still no score. Into the corner goes the puck, into the corner goes Lundy. Both of them, actually. And now out of the zone. Barron's trying to find the puck and collect the puck, and now we have interference on the Barons. It's going to be on Basil. So with 11:18 to go in this second period, first penalty of the second period is on the Barons. And they'll work on their penalty kill here. Looks like it'll be Lundy, Ramstadt, Stockel, and Bradshaw. Stockel will take the face-off. And he tries to send it out of the zone. Wouldn't quite go as they were able to keep it with a glove. Pushed down from behind was Lundy at the line. Anaheim trying to throw it across. Not allowing it is Stockel. This one's going to be rimmed around and out of the zone. Nicely done. Anaheim back in their own zone. Trying to get back into the Barons zone, and they'll dump the puck there. Tyler Nardon will settle it and rim it around himself for Lundy. Pops through the center, and now it's pushed back into the corner. Stockel backhands it out of the zone. Nicely done. 1:18 to go on the penalty. Anaheim right back in. Barons slowing him up. Anaheim behind the goal in front. Bouncing puck. Bradshaw got a piece of it and knocked it up, not allowing a shot. Anaheim moving the puck now. Trying to find an open lane for a shot in front. Nardon with a save, and he's going to cover it up. Under a minute to go on the penalty. 57 seconds. 10:15 to play in the period. Second period, still no score. Barron's still down a man for another 57 seconds. Elliott, Krimbali, Schutte, and Grimm taking the face-off. Anaheim has it, back to the point. They keep it in there. Sending it rink wide. In front. Shot, save. And the net is way off as... Okay, all kinds of action now. Referee's trying to get in there to break it up. And they do. And they'll put the net back on. The Anaheim player was deep in the net. And let's see if we're going to say the face-off is going to be outside the zone as the Anaheim players knocked it off. I don't think they're calling any penalties here. So here we go. 43 seconds left on the power play for Anaheim. Bradshaw takes the face-off. Anaheim has it. And they'll bring it back into the zone. Grimm pressuring. In the corner, behind the goal line, trying to feed it up front. Shot goes just wide through the blue paint. Behind the goal line again, Anaheim. Shot, blocker save. And it's going to trickle out of the zone. In the neutral zone, Anaheim regrouping with 12 seconds to play on the power play. Board against the boards, able to feed this down on goal. With 3 seconds to go on the power play for Anaheim, they're going to have to regroup behind their own zone, and that's going to do it. Back to full strength here. So good kill for the Barons on that one. Anaheim back in the Barons zone. Bradshaw chips it out of the zone. Anaheim pushes it back in, right back out though, and now Anaheim regroups at their own blue line. Anaheim regains the zone. Nice pocket pick there by Semig. Morgan with the puck. He'll cross the blue line in the offensive zone. They say offside as Semig was in front of him. 8:36 to go in the second period, and that's going to be the ice cut. So we will take a break here. with 8:36 to go in this second period. No score. And we'll have a nice cut. Just 4 penalties so far, 3 on the Jackets and 1 on Anaheim. And that's all that's on the score sheet as of this point. 8:36 to go in the second. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we're back for the second half of the Barons versus the Anaheim Jr. Ducks here at the Taylor Sports Complex in Taylor, Michigan. Still a 0-0 tie. We're going to be full strength here for both sides as we start the second half with 8:36 to go in the second period. Tyler Nordon getting his crease ready to our right. And it looks like, well, I'm not sure where the face-off's going to be. Can't remember where it ended, and the coaches will have a moment with their players before we get going here. Looks like the face-off will be right in front of the Barons bench. So here we go. Oleski, Lundy, Wood, Basil, and Lundy. Anaheim has it. Taken back by Oleski. Rolls off his stick. And Anaheim couldn't keep it in, but they do throw it on goal. So Tyler Nordon settles that and cleared out of the zone by Oleski. Lundy steals it back. He's going to go in, try to get a shot on goal here. Throwing it across. Looking for somebody coming in across the blue line. Couldn't connect on it. Now Basil dumps it back in. Anaheim able to pick it up and take it out of the zone. Back and forth in the neutral zone and now back into the offensive zone for the Barons. Lundy out front, picked up by Anaheim and intercepted though. It's Bradshaw in the corner. I'm trying to feed it to Wood, but just a little bit long for that one, so Wood will regroup in the neutral zone. Morgan off the bench and Schutte in as well. Rom stop Pusateri. Bradshaw with the puck. Trying to pass it across, rolled off his stick. Anaheim into the Barons zone. Deflected by Morgan on a pass attempt by Anaheim. Now out of the zone, up to Bradshaw. Into the offensive zone. Bradshaw trying to feed it across for Schutte. Wouldn't go. Schutte behind the goal line. Pressuring. Anaheim. Trying to find their way out now. All the way into the Barons zone. They wave off icing here. Anaheim still with the puck in front. Backhand attempt. Wide. Schutte. A couple Anaheim players around him. Morgan as well. And Pusateri getting involved now. Intercepted by Schutte. Schutte out of the zone. Sends it just wide of goal, and that'll be icing with 6:09 to go in this second period. Still no score. Elliott, Stockel, Huffstedler, Krimbali, and Board on the ice. Huffstedler with the face-off. Wins it to the side. Elliott will pick it up. Behind the goal line, he'll rim it around for Krimbali. Krimbali up to Huffstedler out of the zone. Into the offensive zone, feeding it in for Board. In front, intercepted. Elliott though, to Huffstedler. Elliott shot. And it's going to end up wide on the tip. On the deflection, I should say. Going toward goal, just wide. Krimbali trying to get a hold of it, no luck as Anaheim's got the angle. Elliott feeding it back to the neutral zone. It's a battle now in front of the Anaheim bench. Krimbali comes away with it. Up to Board. Krimbali there, he gloves it down and pushes it forward. Rolling puck. He's got Huffstedler and Board. Board at the blue line. Up to Elliott, shot, deflected into the corner. Raleigh has it, looking for an option. Anaheim able to push it toward the boards and get it out of the zone. Stockel sends it back to the neutral zone for Kimbali to board into the offensive zone. Under 5 to play in the second period, still no score. In the corner, Anaheim has it, and they'll find their way out all the way down. This should be icing, and it will be. So offensive zone faceoff coming up with 4:45 to go in the second period. Still no score. Next lineup, Keith, Grimm, Romstadt, Semig, and Braxey. Back to the point for Grimm, shot, and it's a save into the corner. Anaheim trying to move out quickly with it. Romstadt steals it back in the neutral zone. Semig might have had something to do with that. And now, Keith behind the goal line. Sends it to the side. Anaheim's going to come away with this one and send it into the actually not quite into the offensive zone. Kept at the blue line by the Barons. Now back and forth in the neutral zone it goes. Shot here, save behind the goal line, Grimm. Grimm will pick it up again. Up to Semig out of the zone. Into the corner. Trying to feed it back out front, wouldn't go. In the neutral zone, little battle along the boards again. Anaheim pushes it into the Baron zone, but it's icing once again. 3:35 to go in the second period. Still no score in this one. Next lineup, Wood, Basil, Lundy, Oleski, and Lundy. Christopher Lundy takes the face-off. Anaheim's going to grab it along the boards. Colin Lundy to the corner. Battle behind the goal line. Tips now and out of play. Good tip there by the Barons to intercept that pass attempt. I think that was Basil getting a stick in there. And it's out of play. We'll have another face-off in the Anaheim zone. So Lundy with the face-off left wing circle. Back to Oleski at the blue line. He'll feed it around into the corner. Anaheim trying to send it out. Wood keeps it in for now. Or actually, I guess it's in the neutral zone. He's tied up there. Back into the offensive zone. It's Anaheim's puck. Off the glass. Wood kicks it. Waits for the tag up. It's Lundy. Shot. And held by the goalie of the Anaheim Jr. Ducks. Next lineup for Anaheim. And the Barons will keep the same squad out there. Still 0-0 with less than 3 minutes to play in this second period. Quick shot toward goal, stick save off the net, and out of play. All the way down for an icing here. One more time in the offensive zone. Wood, Oleski, Colin Lundy takes the face off. It's a shot attempt here by Basil. Wouldn't go, but he's hustling to the left side here. Now it's Wood with a shot and a save and a hold by the goalie of the Anaheim Jr. Ducks. Barron's able to keep this in the offensive zone for a while here, other than an icing. So Anaheim, another change of lines here. Next line up for the Barons. It'll be Schutte, Morgan, Bradshaw, Elliott, and Pusateri. Yeah. And Pusateri's going to the box for a cross check with 2:19 to go. In the second period. So Barron's back on the kill. .219 to go. Still 0-0, second period. Schutte, Bradshaw, Stockel, and Elliott on the ice. Anaheim behind the goal line, switching sides out front, and Nordon does a good job getting over to make that save. They got a quick shot from the backside, and Tyler Nordon able to send himself to the opposite side and get the save and send the puck into the corner. They tried it again, they couldn't connect on that one. Now it's Stockel sending it into the neutral zone. Stockel will send it all the way down this time. Try to, but it's intercepted by Anaheim, and they'll try to re-enter the zone. And they will. Barron's pressuring. Anaheim shot, save into the corner again. Elliott sends it to the line, but not out. Kept in nicely by Anaheim. Anaheim off the backboard. They'll pick it up. And now it's sent out of the zone. Good stick there by the Barons. 50 seconds left on the power play for Anaheim. And they'll switch lines here with the Barons. Elliott, Romstad, Basil, and Lundy now on the ice. Anaheim behind the goal line. And Romstad got a stick in there to knock the puck loose. Lundy sends it out of the zone. And they'll have to regroup. Basil pressuring in the neutral zone. Lundy as well. At the blue line, able to keep it in. Now the Anaheim Ducks, this one pops out of play into the netting, and now we'll have a face-off right in front of us to Tyler Nordon's left side. 20 seconds left on the power play for Anaheim. It's 39 seconds left in the period. Romstad took the face-off, and now we have Grimm and Basil and Lundy on the ice with them. Shot and a goal. First goal of the game is a power play goal for the Anaheim Jr. Ducks. Number 44 got it with 25.8 seconds to play. So next lineup for the Barons here. Finish this period out. Down a goal now. It's Board, Huffstedler, Romstad, Grimm, and they're in the offensive zone. Back in the neutral zone once more. Back and forth they go. Romstad across the blue line. Into the corner, behind the goal line. Huffstedler has it now, and that's going to be it. Cavalli out in front, couldn't get the puck to him, and we're going to end the third period down a goal now as Anaheim able to get the first one here late in this second period on a power play goal. Barons have been in the box 4 times now, Anaheim just once, and Anaheim finally able to make good on their man advantage. So quick break here while the coaches have a minute to talk to their team, and then we'll get started with period number 3. 17 minutes on the clock, and the Barons down 0-1 as they start the third. And we'll start this third period with Hufstedler, Stockel, Romstadt, Board, and Krimbali. Anaheim trying to get through the neutral zone. Barons tying it up, and they'll collect it at their own zone, at their own blue line, and push to the Anaheim zone. Back and forth it goes. Stockel will regroup in his own zone. Trying to send it through, intercepted, and deflected. Not allowing that pass to go through. Someone got a stick in there. Fortunate for the Barons. Good work by the Barons to get involved in that one. Krimbali pressuring. Boyd gets a stick, and Anaheim takes it back. Krimbali pressuring. Krimbali able to get out of the zone. He's going to keep the puck. Sending it across. Couldn't get a connection there with Board. Good thought, but it got deflected along the way, it looked like. And this one's going to go out of the zone all the way down. I'm going to say no icing here. Board will have, Wood will have it, and he'll leave it for Board. Anaheim's going to steal this one in the neutral zone. Bradshaw, Morgan, Oleski, Wood, and I'll let you know who the other player is when I figure it out. But it's Anaheim behind the Barons zone, behind the Barons goal, and now at the blue line gets a shot off, saved into the corner by Tyler Nordon. I'm not sure if I think I didn't mention Bradshaw. It's going to be sent all the way down and bounces off awkwardly, but no ice, they say. Bradshaw pressuring. Anaheim forced back behind their goal line. Pressured by the Barons, and they'll now make their way into the Barons zone. 14:30 to go in this third period. It's the Barons 0, Anaheim Jr. Ducks 1. Shot and another goal here by Anaheim. 14:19 to go in this third period. Anaheim able to squeeze one through. Sounded like Tyler probably had a piece of that one and it just went through anyway. So next line up here is Keith with the face-off. And Semick sends it back to Pusateri. It's Anaheim with the puck. And they'll clear it. Elliott's going to chase it down. Barons into the offensive zone. Sending it in front, on goal. Braxey with the puck, trying to feed it in front. Wouldn't go. He's got it back though. And now it's knocked out of the zone. Elliott will chase it down. He's got company, but he's got the puck. Anaheim back in their own zone, off the glass and out. Barons regrouping in their own zone. Deflected along the way on the pass attempt through the neutral zone. Anaheim back into the Barons zone. Barron's able to push it to the neutral zone, trying to get into the offensive zone. Nicely done there by Semig. Semig still trying to push it through. Pass here, shot and a save over the net. Goalie got a stick up on it if I heard that correctly. And Anaheim regrouping here. Lundy pressuring. And in the neutral zone, Barron's will regroup. Anaheim's on a change. Barron's back in the zone. Back to the point here. Shot through some bodies, wouldn't make it all the way. And now Anaheim trying to pick it up. They didn't get it yet. And now it's into the Barron zone. Behind the goal line, and it's going to make its way back into the neutral zone. Anaheim trying to tag up and come back into the Barron zone. They do stick save into the glass. 12:15 to go in this third period. Barron's now down 0-2. Grimm with the puck. He'll feed it up to Lundy, who gets a touch on it. No icing. Good race there, and Board got a piece of it. Won the race. Couldn't get a shot, but good job winning the race. To Basil in front, got a shot and saved somehow. Board there as well. Good work by the Barons on that one. This one's an icing call. Great pressure by the Barons. Couple opportunities there. Basil had a shot. Board right there for a rebound opportunity, and now we're going to have a left wing circle. Looks like the goalie's regrouping himself here. Left wing circle for the Barons. It'll be Huffstetter taking it with Krimbali, Board, Stockel, and Wood. Krimbali to the corner. He's got Huffstetter there with him, and it pops out of the zone. Stockel trying to collect it. Nice job there to fend off an Anaheim player as the puck bounced on him at the blue line. This one's rimmed around. Krimbali, Huffstetter trying to get to it. Huffy has it. He tries to feed it in for Board. Shot, rebound. Board, Huffstetter both there, and Krimbali. Oh, blows it dead. I'm not sure why the referee blew it dead. But he blew it dead. So face off right in front of us. Barons, all kinds of pressure on that one. Multiple chances on that, and just pummeling the puck toward the goalie there. It popped up one more time, and whistle was blown as it was in the air. Krimbali pressuring in the corner. Anaheim trying to get out of their zone. And the puck is behind the Barons' goal now. Tied up in the corner. Wood comes away with it. Barons trying to win it in the neutral zone. They do. Into the offensive zone. Wood keeps it out front. And they couldn't get the bouncing puck to go. But they keep it in the zone. Wood trying to feed it in. Board to Huffstetter. Settles it. Gets a shot off, and it's saved off the goalie's mask and goes into the glass. Krimbali. Back to the point. Shot. Tipped by Huffstetter just wide. Board gets a stick lift along the boards. Trying to keep it in. Anaheim has a second man there. They're able to take it out. So great pressure by the Barons on that shift. And now Anaheim has to regroup in their own zone. Now through the neutral zone. And Nordon will hold on to this shot and let the Barons finish their change. 10:03 to go. Barons showing signs of life here. Down 0-2 in the third. Oleski, Elliott, Bradshaw, Morgan, and Braxey. I wish I knew how to pronounce his name. Sorry, folks. And it's a bunch of activity in front of Tyler Nordon. He's able to hold on to that one. Face-off behind the Barons goal, and Oleski will come away with it and feed it out of the zone. Barons trying to get through. They go to the offensive zone, shot, and it's tipped up into the netting, and it will be an offensive zone face-off for the Barons. And they'll say far side for the face-off. Morgan will take it. Quick shot toward goal for the Barons is Bradshaw. And this one's tipped by Elliott on the way out of the zone. Referee waved off high sticking on that tip. It ended up making its way down further down the ice. So it's Anaheim trying to regain the zone. They do. In front, shot, save, rebound. Not having it yet. And behind the goal, picked up by the Barons. Chipping it up the board, and now a shot from the point. Stick save into the corner. Elliott switches directions, throws it to Bradshaw, and then it's picked up by Anaheim. They get a shot off. And another save by Tyler Nardon. 9:06 to go in this third period. Semig, Romstad, Pusateri, Braxi, and Keith taking the face-off, I believe. Indeed, and the Barons are trying to take it out of the zone. They end up in the Anaheim zone, in the corner. Anaheim trying to get it out of the zone. Barons keep it in. Nicely done. Shot from the point. Loose and then covered up. Goalie able to make the save. One whack at it by the U16 call up, and goalie able to cover it up pretty quickly there. 8:43 to go in this third period. Barons down 0-2. Semig with the face-off. It's into the corner. Barons have it for a moment, tied up. At the feet, two Barons there, two Anaheim players there. Anaheim comes away with it, still in the zone. We'll try again. And now Anaheim able to get out of the zone, and out of play it goes. I think they were aiming at me. 8:21 to go. It'll be a face-off in the zone, I believe. Maybe they'll stay out of the zone. It was a pass that came from outside the zone, so Lundy will take this from just outside the Anaheim zone. Trying to push it back in the zone. Anaheim does it for him, but they'll regroup and set it right back out. Lundy, Stockel, Grimm, and Basil on the ice. Anaheim trying to regroup. Oh, the defender lost his footing. Goalie has to come out and try to get this one before the Barons do. And he does. And shoved down was Lundy as he got to it first, but the player from behind knocked him down on the way. Basil back to the point. Shot just wide into the glass. And Anaheim able to take it out of the zone. Basil pressuring. And Grimm will grab it in the corner as Anaheim changes up. Grimm switching directions behind the goal. He'll leave it for Stockel. 7:15 to go in this third period. Still down 0-2. Barons crossed into the offensive zone. Basil pushes it in deeper. Anaheim's going to collect. Deflected on the way out of the zone though, and Barons push it back into the Anaheim zone as the Barons are on the change. Krimbali, Huffstedler, Board, Elliott, and a player to be named later. Barons across the blue line. And Anaheim are going to go back the other way. Ducks to the neutral zone. Intercepted back by the Barons. Ducks get it back and they'll send it back into the Barons zone. .6:19 to play in this third period. Barons will regroup in their own zone. It's Wood. Trying to pick it up in the neutral zone of the Barons. No luck yet. Anaheim can move toward goal. Saved by Tyler Nordon. That one deflected the Anaheim Ducks' way, and the Barons goaltender had to cut off the angle and hold on to that one. So 5:55 to play in this third period. Barons still down 0-2. Face off in their own zone, trying to move out of the zone. They will, with some speed now. Moving toward goal. Puck behind. Couldn't poke it in. Romstad trying to throw backhand toward goal just wide. Off the glass and out. Nice clear by Anaheim there. Goalie had no idea what that one was. And it popped wide on the rebound. So some good pressure by the Barons on that one. Nice job jumping it right off the face-off in their own zone, all the way down and making quick work of a shot in the offensive zone. 5:36 to play in the third, down 0-2. Anaheim trying to clear the zone. They will in the neutral zone. Morgan, Bradshaw, Pusateri, Braxi, and Romstad on the ice. Morgan in front, shot, save, popped up high. Morgan trying to get to it. Morgan trying to rim it around further. And now Anaheim trying to clear it, kept in at the line. Yes, and now cleared out. Anaheim trying to make a run for it into the Barons zone. Under 5 minutes to go here. Another shot and a hold for Tyler Nordon. 4:46 to play in this third period, down 0-2. Defensive zone face-off coming up. Lundy, Basil. Oleski. Lundy trying to push it up front. Puck there. Basil comes to it. He's got company. Shooty out there as well. Shooty trying to get to it. He does. He'll throw it back to the point for Oleski. Over to Stockel. Tipped. And the goalie has it but doesn't know it. And then he finds it and holds on. Good work by the Barons again, making some pressure here. And some of these saves by the goaltender, he's not even sure where it is, but he's making them anyway. 4:13 to play in this third period, down 0-2. Shooty pushes it into the corner. He'll feed it back to the point. Knocked out of the zone though by the Ducks and into the Barons zone. Barons in the corner, they'll skate it back out through the neutral zone into the Anaheim zone. Anaheim around the rim here. Stockel gets a skate on it, knocks it to the center, trying to settle it. Shooty with a shot up high. Goaltender made a save, but maybe off his face again. Tips wide here. Kept in again by the Barons. Bounces off Stockel here. And now it's off Anaheim, and this one's going to be icing. And we'll have another offensive zone face-off as it looks like the Barons are trying to change. Anaheim's changing. 3:21 to go in this third period. Still down 0-3. Next line in, Huffstedler, I assume Krimbali and Board. Indeed, and it's Elliott and Wood back. Hufstedler taking the face off. Tied up at the dot for a moment and then picked up by Anaheim. Kept in by the Barons for a moment and now it's cleared. Anaheim going the other way. Behind the goal line, Anaheim still has it for now. Hufstedler gets a stick on it and can they get it out of the zone? They do. Hufstedler has it up the left side now. He'll feed it in looking for Krimbali to get a hold of it, but it's Anaheim. Hufstedler provides some pressure. Kept in at the line by Elliott. So Hufstedler trying to feed it in front. It gets deflected past Board. Wood in the neutral zone to Board. Rink wide on a deflection. And it's going to go down for icing. They say no. They say no icing here, and Tyler Nordon settles it for Elliott. 2:33 to go. And he'll leave it. Down 0-2. Barons rim it in. And Krimbali settles it. Oh, looks like they touched it at the same time. Yeah, this one waved it off. So one referee said hand pass, the other one waved it off because it was touched at the same time by a duck. Hufstedler was waiting until a duck was there, and the referee saw that, but the other one called it a hand pass. So, face off outside the zone. And the referee, they said, why is it outside? And they're all complaining about where it is. One thinks it should be inside, one thinks it should be outside. And now the puck is inside behind the goal line. And trying to keep it into the Barons, and they do. And now it's out of the zone. Pusateri is going to grab it. Romstad, Morgan. Pusateri with the puck. Braxi in front. And it's Anaheim in the Barons zone. And this one goes into the corner. And we got a cross check here. Who's this one on? Wilk is pretty furious, and now we've got Pusateri going back to the box for a cross check. .141 to go, down by 2 in the third period, and the Barons are also down a man. Not where they want to be. So penalty kill unit out there. And Anaheim has to regroup in the neutral zone. Scored some shorthanded goals before. Maybe this is one of those times. Lundy and Basil out there. Both of them, I believe, have scored a shorthanded goal. I know that Basil scored 2 in one shift. So hey, let's have a repeat of that one. Elliott and Stockel out there as well. Shot here and a hold for Tyler Nordon with 1:37 left. Well, there's 1:37 left on the penalty, but there's 1:18 left in the period. So let's talk about that time. That's the time that's the constraining one here. Referee trying to reposition people, and Stockel's going to come in and take this face off, and he wins it and sends it out of the zone. And Anaheim tries to send it back in the zone and then throws it off the netting, so we're going to have a face off in neutral ice with 1:11 to go in the period. Barons are on the kill for the remainder of the period. Krimbali pressuring. Wood gets tripped up. No call on that one. And it's a breakaway the other way. And it's a save by Tyler Nordon. 49 seconds to go in the period. Board swipes at that one. It'll be Elliott picking up the puck. In the neutral zone, Anaheim gets it back. Shot blocked. Deflected here. 23 seconds to go in the period. Still down 0-2. And down a man. Clean shot, clean save. Gloves and holds for Tyler Nordon. And a little extracurricular here. The referee breaks it up and separates the two players. Stop. Behind the goal line, sends it over to his teammate. Now Anaheim able to pick it up. Oleski battling, and now Lundy picks it up and he'll send it out of play as time expires. It is the Baron falling 0-2 in this one. And also following 0-2 on the weekend. Losing both games today. The first one in the shootout, this one with the goose egg on their side of the scoreboard. So, we'll be back at it tomorrow, 1 p.m. game as they take on St. Louis. That one will be in Dearborn, if I'm not mistaken. Some other rink at least. So, we'll try a different location tomorrow and hope that'll bring better fortune for the Barons as they fall for a second game in a row today. This one losing 0-2 to the Anaheim Jr. Ducks. Thanks for watching. We will see you back at 1 o'clock tomorrow for Game 3 of the weekend for the Cleveland Barons. Take care.